there's a larger volume of students subscribed to it. But there were challenges with bundles at first, but later on the university provided bundles which were not enough. But again, there are students living in areas where you don't even have the kitchen at one, let alone the one that can support the Zoom classes. Then again, there are areas where, like where I come from, the closest place where, the closest center where we get electricity is like 3 kilometers or 4 kilometers away. And that's electricity. So that's electricity before smartphones and before bundles. Electricity first. Again, access. You need to charge your phones. How will you reach the centers? Yeah. So some of us, we just resist online classes. We never need it. We're not doing it. Okay, for me, I can access it because I'm in Nairobi. But what of those students in the village?
We all took it very negatively, and majority of the people in my class were totally against it. So later on, I don't know what changed, but I think we realized that we are racing against time and change. So ikakuwa mwenye anafeel ako willing to attend class acha attend. But the bigger issue was, I think, how to attend the classes, especially the devices that one needs to use. Unapata kasimu kenye uko nayo haiwezi install hata app ya WhatsApp na Zoom. You have to pick one, either WhatsApp. So, okay, ukisha install Zoom, itabidi umedelete WhatsApp ndio uweze kuaccess the class. No. So those are the challenges we used to face tukianza.
When the online classes came, we all resisted. Mother my class, we resisted to boycott hizo vitu kabisa. But then the unity that we had, I was not resisting because I could not access the classes. I was resisting because I knew there are some people wenye hawatafanya hivi, and it was not fair that tuliingia pamoja then tunaacha mtu nyuma because of COVID wenye hizi laumiwa. So we went all in, but pale katikati we also went to court, I believe. We signed petition, we took the petition to court. We've never heard of the result. So as Evans was saying, the university did not care. In fact, during the boycott, ndio tulitolewa timetable. So tukaona tu yenyewe, the world is migrating to the digital space now.
It started by memos, very simple memos, and the memos were sent. And the memos were saying we are going to have a trial session, online classes. Trial. They didn't say we are going to have classes. A trial session. So what we knew was going to happen is we will log in. Then, because most of us had not tried out this online programs, so Zoom, Google Meet, tulikuwa tunajua Skype. Na Skype tulikuwa tunaijua kwa sababu tulikuwa tunaiwatch kwa movies. We don't have friends from abroad or families abroad when you were talking via Skype. Tukasema guys, tumeamua niliwe liwalo, tunaendelea na hizi classes. Well, people were actually suffering because at that time people were using the bundles. And you realize in one class, a 3-hour class session, you will spend actually 500 MB to 700 MB for one class. That's around 50 shillings to around 100 shillings a day. Maybe you have 2 classes. That's 200. And there are persons who are actually surviving on 100 shillings when they are 2.
Bundles wanapea ni very cheap. Telecom bundles, ukisonga kiasi unapata una network, so it's stressful. And then term exams pia ilikuwa stressful kwa sababu ndio tumekuwa 24 hours, lakini wanakuambia kama una laptop uandike kwa paper, alafu ukishaandika una site. So nilikuwa nashangazi una siteaje kwa paper, azimweke hizo references kwenye hizo vitu, alafu na mimi nikiwa na laptop nikijaribu kufanya hizo vitu nilipata I'm submitting like 30 minutes time. So nilikuwa nashangaa mtu mwenye ameandika hivyo, amesite hivyo, alafu anafaa scan hiyo kitu I convert to PDF.
In that time you don't
yeah. The essence of representation of students is to represent students who are present. because you see the engagement of students only makes sense kama wako around. So I was tempted to question the agency because traditionally the election calendar is from March to April. Why do it in November? Then if these people get elected, who are they going to represent? Because wananchi wako nyumbani. Like accommodation secretary. So accommodation no. Catering secretary. The messes are closed. No. Security. Security, we are not around. Like I thought like this really doesn't make sense. Now my second concern was now the practicality. It's a failure. Like so many people have been left behind. No. Unajua mtu akulazimisha tu but unaona like so many people are outside. And so many people have given up on it. Like me, shule kifunguliwa, I'll go to class manually and attend classes. Me, I'm not really doing this on my because of resource capacity.
You are so desperate, especially the girls. Yeah, there's always something being said that I want to graduate and go. Where are we going? Maybe nataka kumaliza shule na naenda wapi? Are you going to heaven? So, being desperate is what affects our advocacies.
Nilikuwa nilete mwenye kunanyesha. Sasa inabidi anaenda na umbrella huko juu. Lecturer anamwambia anapigia watu kelele kwa sababu hizo anapigia watu kelele. Lakini sasa kuexplain ya mwalimu kwamba building yetu ikiwa ndani ya nyumba hakuna network. Mwalimu haelewi. Anaambia sisi tumekupa bundles. Na hizi ni ndio unapata kikate huko na nyingi. Hizi vitu zinafanya kingi tu CBD pekee yake. Ukianza kuingia hizo area zenye kuna matawi na miti. Sasa unapata mtu haelewi.
Mimi nilikuwa nimesema itakuja kufika mahali ni kufanya exam online. I'd rather defer nije nifanye tu units zangu polepole. Juu haina maana kuanzia first year nimefight na grades zangu alafu nije nikichome ati na sifanye online sanga.
You do everything online, so it was really tough for us. There's no way you can draw those tables, those accounting things online, so it was so hard. Then you can't go towards like the previous question. So if you don't know question, maybe it's 20 marks. Even the end, if it's 30 marks, that's mind you also you're doing like some law videos. So come up with like the concept of everything. Your marks will be
portal ila lag. So nilikuwa tunafanya main exam, niko ocha, hakuna stima na hakuna network. Sasa na depend kwa kona fulani yenye inakonga na bars mbili. Bars mbili hizo za simu hizo inda kakishuka kiasi niko hivi. Alafu sasa nimeandika hii yangu hapo, naona ndapata kila kitu, nimefika hadi chini. Kumbe portal haiko imeread CV data ama nini. Reload ikarudi hadi chini. Sasa nimerudi hadi juu. Nimebaki na dakika mbili. Napigia lecturer hata sijui hata nini kime hapo. Lecturer ananiambia sijai wafunza hiyo course na niende
To them, it's like, okay, we don't want to do the exams. Another issue that came out is how we never educated people quite enough to understand why should we take part in this boycott. As he said in the morning, since boycott utasikia uende, si ndio? Unafaa kuambiwa how it is really affecting you. I'm a fellow comrade. Ndio uelewe. Yeah, we understood, we took up the story as fast as it came, and we really supported. We retweeted those tweets. And then so the issue came when you started victimizing those who are not part of that, and some of them, it was just out of hakuwa.
Smiling, looking very nice, dressing so nicely with colognes, chana nywele, but hakuna kitu wanafanya. Ni chai wanakunywa na kusign documents zenye wameambiwa wasign. And so the buck stops with us. It has to start from the leaders we decide to elect. These days they don't like radical leaders at the university. Most students hawapendi hata demonstrations ama picketing. They are very much afraid. They are very much scared. Hata sipo hawaogopi polisi, wanaogopa kushed tears sababu ya tear gas. So still the same, you will call for demos. The people who call for demos wanasema, hey, that guy is very violent. These days people who are maybe up pro demonstrations when boardroom refuses to work, which 99% of the time inakatanga kufanya kazi, you are termed as violent, radical, and so you will barely be put in a position of power. Or the school wakirealize you are radical, hiyo ndo time unaenda unaekewa E kwa kitu ulikuwa na A popoto. So you realize you are not eligible to vie because you've been disqualified because of that thing. So you never actually become a leader.
You realize that given our very fluid nature, you know, the universities it's very transitional. Like today you're first year, then you're a fourth year, and you're gone. And you realize that student movement rarely commands its history. If you're a good student of the history of student activity, then you should not be shocked that whatever we are, or wherever we are right now as an institution, is happening. But there's nothing new. You see, the student movement normally experiences periods of boom and bust. You see, at one point it's very active, then it goes flat, then it picks up again.